necessarily when you are here, okay? My biggest goals for you is for when you leave me and you go out into the world on your own, okay? That I have helped prepare you, given you some skills for the adverse situations you go through, and that honestly, guys, you become fine young men like these two guys have, okay? I admire these guys a lot. That is my goal, more than winning wrestling matches, is that you leave here and you go on to happiness and success. Now, is it all happiness and all the time, Kevin?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, right? But half that's our attitude, huh?
Yep.
Is having a good attitude no matter what we're going through, realizing that if it is a rough patch you're going through, it's temporary, and that you can fight your way out of it. You can work your way, you can fight your way out of it as long as you have hope. Okay? And that's the attitude I'm talking about. When you have no hope, your situation is hopeless, right? That's what it is. So no matter what, no matter how small that shred of hope is that you're clinging to, you got to hold on to it. Because when you let go of that last little bit of hope, you've made your situation hopeless. And that goes for whether it's a wrestling match or it's a job that you're in, it's a relationship you're in, it's a financial situation you've gotten into. The minute you make it hopeless, there's really no way out, okay? And so keeping a good attitude, like these guys, being positive is so important in life. And I think I could grow from that sometimes too, because I can get negative, right? I can get down a little bit, and then I take it out on people around me. So even as you grow older, it's still a challenge for you to do that. So I have a whole bunch of respect for these two guys and what they've done in life after they've left and become very successful, happy, both married. Any babies with buns in the oven, Willie?
Not for me.
Never?
Eventually.
Eventually? And Kevin, you've got one, how old?
Got one that's 2 years old and then one on the way.
Another one on the way. So daughter first, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Now do we know?
Yeah, daughter.
Another daughter.
I'll be outnumbered 3-1.
And I think sometimes daughters, are what the doctor ordered for men. Because we need sometimes to learn about the other sex, and how to be more sympathetic, empathetic, understanding of them. And I think, God works in weird ways sometimes. And, gave Kevin 2 daughters. And you're going to be great to those daughters. I know you will. And William, when someday if that's what you choose to do, I know Will's got a great spirit and he's going to be a great dad as well. And Kevin's, I know both of their parents. And they've, it comes from their household. They were brought up that way and they've continued it on. So that's what I want for you guys too. Yeah, it's great to get the medals. Yeah, it's great to get your name on the wall, but it's not what it's really all about. Why do high school sports exist, guys? Fun's one. I would go with fun. Mm-hmm. To enhance your education. That's why they're there. To teach you things you need to learn in a different format. To teach you through sports, not just through academics, right? Sure. And academics is important, but there's a lot that we need to know about ourselves that comes out in sports. And wrestling's just like one big magnifying glass of life. A match is just one big your life condensed down into 6 minutes. You're going to do things right. You're going to do things wrong. You're going to be successful sometimes. You're going to get, you're going to get stuck in a situation that you got to find a way out of. So use this sport not only, for wrestling, but also for life, because the skills you learn here really will carry on for a lifetime. And it help you out all over the place in your life. When's the last time you were on a mat, Kevin?
Let's see. In college, I started a youth wrestling program down at Viola area. So I rolled around with some kids one day, 6th grade through 8th grade. Actually, 4th grade through 8th grade. Yeah.
But the last time you got out on a wrestling...
Last time I got on a wrestling mat to do a live match was senior year of high school at
Valley?
Masters.
Yeah, Masters. So, hey guys, wrestling's like riding a bicycle. You know, you might. I haven't ridden a bicycle since I was in college, but I know I could hop right on and go take off on a ride, right?
Yeah, to Lincoln's point, this will stay with you. Even if you don't take it the most serious, it's your favorite thing ever. I mean, I was obsessed with wrestling when I was in high school, but it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. You're always going to have the experiences that you have here. And if you try your hardest every day you're in here, you know, work your butt off, it's going to stick with you. You're going to have that skill set going forward from now till, you know, forever. And it will help you, like Lincoln's saying, you know, whether it's just saying, man, this is a hard problem I'm facing, but it's not as hard as that one wrestling match, or, you know, there's all kinds of ways that you can relate to it. And God forbid, if you guys find yourself in a physical altercation that you need to defend yourselves, it will absolutely come in handy. And, you know, it's a skill set that you're never going to lose unless you walk away from here now and just say, I'm done with this, and then, you know, forget all about it. But if you guys keep coming back, keep working hard, you'll carry it with you for the rest of your life.
There's so many good things that can come of it, you know. There's times where you're going to need to defend yourself. It happens. Bad neighborhood, wrong place, wrong time. Some jackass, huh?
He said wife.
No. It just, you never know what life's going to throw at you.
That's called 273.5.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't commit it.
No.
Oh.
DB
Or
is
two-
all
or-
bad.
Or 243 Echo 1.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, coming to self-defense is not about, you know, it's about you getting out of it. And no one will ever be able to hold you down. You're in here for a few years and they haven't wrestled. You think someone's gonna be able to grab you and keep you on the ground? No. You'll have total control. You'll be able to minimize damage to yourself and to whoever you're having to restrain or combat. So, and that's just a small part of it. It carries over into so many other areas in your life too.
Problem solving.
Yeah.
There's so much problem solving in wrestling. You know, you hit this move and your guy counters it. Now what? Solve the problem, right? You just solve the counter and solve the problem. And the whole match is that way. Problem, solve it. You know, you give your opponent a problem, he's, you know, it just keeps going like that. So critical thinking. And you notice how articulate these guys are, right? They speak well, right? That's important too, is that you know how to carry yourself and speak for yourself properly and professionally. So I want to thank Will and Kevin. Hopefully they can come in again sometime soon. You know, they're young enough that they can roll around with you guys and not end up in the hospital like me. Okay? I'm just getting a little too old. I almost got up and went over there to wrestle Artashis because he deserves it. I was so close, but then I was like, no, don't do it.
No, I couldn't.
Anything else, guys? Hey, let's get all our team here. No excuses. Not sitting over there, not practicing. On the mat practicing is so important for us. We really can't afford not to capitalize on the time we have. Okay? Time is very short for everybody. So you need to get the most out of every minute we can. And when we're not here, we're not getting what we need. So let's rally those guys. Text Michael. I know you got his number. Get his butt in here. He's got finals. He needs to be here. Okay? Maya should be back tomorrow. Who was our third we were missing? Phoenix will be back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So now that we'll get those guys back, but you guys got to be back too, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay? I barely got through my list today. Are you guys watching Vlad's videos?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't hear you, Dudley. You
On
have...
social media. He doesn't have a phone.
That's okay. No social media whatsoever?
Oh, I do.
But his parents have his basically.
Okay. But I think it's really important that you guys watch yourself if you can. Okay?
Yep.
And if you can't, somebody download his thing and make it easy for him so he doesn't have to go on Facebook. Okay? Well, Kevin was just saying, my mom used to videotape all the matches. And
What you look like is not what you think you look like in your head, right? So you think you look one way, and you think, man, I was doing everything I could, or whatever, and you wonder sometimes when coach is yelling or whatever what they're yelling about. Go back and watch your matches, and sometimes you'll see it and you'll go, what am I doing?
And turn the volume up a little bit.
Yeah, listen to what people are saying.
So you hear,
Criticism,
Screaming.
so you hear what we're screaming.
Yeah, and you'll see those opportunities that you could have capitalized on and that you didn't. Or you'll see yourself doing things that you go, man, I'm really being stubborn there. I should have transitioned to something else. Or the opposite. I should have kept pushing and driving on that. I gave up early. Start noticing those.
One of the things I notice almost universally is we will half shoot. If you're going to take a shot, you might as well give yourself the best chance at finishing it and go 100% at your shot. No half shots. You've got fakes and shots. Nothing in between. Either you're faking or you're 100% shooting. Okay? No halfway. Oh, I wanted to. Oh, no, I don't want to. That's when you get in bad position. You start to shoot and you try to back out.
And when I wrestled in high school, I wrestled 4 years. I was never that good. My problem was, like, I realized afterwards, I would always do half shots because I would be afraid I'd get in too deep, I'd fail, and it'd be too much work to get out. But if I did a half shot, I guaranteed I'm stuck in that bad position, and I would just tire myself out like round one, round two, just like spending all my energy trying to get out. It's like if I could go back, I would take full shots. Would be all better wrestling, but.
And Will, you had a couple nice shots in here today. I saw a really nice single leg over here. Really well set up single leg.
I just did the fireman. I just bait it. And for firemen, all you gotta do, you just chicken your arm up high, and people like want to underhook. They're done for. You just
I will give
throw them down.
anybody in this room that can fireman's will like $50.
Because
probably,
Kevin
because
was
he
like the
can't
king
do
of
it.
firemen. We were pretty close the same weight, so I'd always wrestle him. But
And
You
so
can
he's
stop-
used to the
You can
firemen.
stop any fireman's carrier.
like before
almost
you even
impossible
get
to do.
started. Yeah, but more so from wrestling, like Coach was saying, you just learn life skills from being in practice. Like wrestling's way harder than any other sports that you'll do in high school. So you just get comfortable with being uncomfortable, comfortable with being like more tired than you ever been in your life. Everything physical after this is a joke because there's every single practice is way harder than what you do afterwards.
Comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what wrestling
That's a
is.
great quote there.
And then, like, on Saturdays and weekends, everyone's at home. They don't even think about practice or about their sports. But like Friday night, Thursday night, you have to make weight for your tournament that's on Saturday. So you have to prepare 2 days out, a day out. You have to watch what you eat, watch what you drink.
Lots of discipline.
Yeah, discipline there. All the other sports, you just eat whatever you want, show up, play, go home, enjoy the weekend.
You can slop off and rely on your teammates a lot of times, put the workload on them. You can't do that here.
Yeah, this, like, if you lose, you're the one that lost. Like, you can't say, oh, the team didn't help me out there, I was trying hard, they weren't. It's like, it's all you. So that's what wrestling teaches you, just that discipline, being uncomfortable, you're not, and persevering.
And you still have the teamwork element when you're here right now. You see somebody that needs to work on something, right? Or you're drilling with your partner and you're being lazy and you're teaching them lazy habits because they're learning, oh, I can just do it this way, it's easy. And they get into a live match and they can never do it because you're constantly in bad positioning when you're drilling with them. Be in good positioning. Just drilling doesn't mean that you're just a fish, just laying there. Go at least 70%, make them push. If they are out of position, capitalize on it so that they have to reset the drill and do it the right way.
The biggest thing in wrestling, and I've seen you guys have improved so much from day one that we got here and we started wrestling. You guys went from night and day because I thought me and Coach talked, and it's like, it's going to be a rough season. But guess what? I'm proud of all you guys. There was a few people that kind of could have stepped up a little bit more, and they know who they are. We're not going to say who they were. But guess what? You guys impressed all of us. I see leaps and bounds of improvement. And, we had a chance to get third place out of 12 teams. That's pretty good.
18.
Oh, 18. Oh,
Even worse. 18.
I
Okay.
thought there was 12 teams.
We placed fifth and we could have done better. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So let's keep on getting better. And there's one way to do that. That's you're here and you're working hard.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So let's get all our teammates here. We got to finish this week strong. We got a big tournament on Saturday. And then we go to break. So let's make sure we finish strong. 4 more days plus the weekend tournament. All right? Hopefully we can get these guys. They're both busy guys because that's what life does when you leave here. When you leave here, you're going to have to get a job. And that job's going to take a lot of your time.
I got to go to work right after this.
Yeah, Mark's heading to work.
Dude, I thought I was gonna my wife with it.
All right, guys, let's get a break and get on out of here.
Come on, guys. Coach, is the tournament this weekend gonna be like a only tournament?
Nope, it's just like the last one.
Get a good one, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Family on me. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!